What up, YouTube world? On my afternoon stroll, man, had to get some fresh air, had to get out of the office. Just wanted to drop a few lines for you guys, man. For those of you that are actually using direct messaging to reach out to potential clients, for those of you that are prospecting on social media, you're hitting people in the DM, you know, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Instagram, you're hitting people on the DM, in the DM. And that's what I've been doing, man, for the past year and a half, building my social media agency. It has literally been 100% hitting people through the DM. So I know a couple months ago I was going to actually get out there, which I still am, because I'm a true believer that everybody can get a handful of clients in their backyard. And there's different strategies, obviously, right? You can run Facebook ads, you can run Instagram ads to your local backyard and find those people. But I'm also a true believer that there's nothing like shaking someone's hand and going in and physically meeting somebody, especially if you don't need that many clients. And so I'm still gonna get out there and hit the streets. I'm for sure gonna do that, because I do want a handful of solid clients where I can charge them a good amount every month, right? So, and I want them to be in my backyard. I want to build that relationship with a handful of business owners in my backyard. So I'm gonna definitely do that. But for the past year and a half, I've been hitting people in one specific niche through the DM. And I've been successful at it. I've been very successful at it. And so it was in 2018 when I really started to leverage the fact that I can take all my knowledge and put it into digital publishing. Take all my knowledge and put it into a digital course. And so that's what I did in 2018 is I wrote a book, first of all, an ebook, 50 pages of just straight fire for this specific niche. And so I use that as my bait to get people into my funnel to then offer them my training course where I'm teaching them so many things about social media marketing and Facebook advertising for their business. So that's where I want to go. That's where I'm going. That's where I want to be. I want to be simply driving traffic to an offer and making that digital publishing money. Like I don't want to be physically, doing stuff really anymore. I want to run traffic and leverage the shit out of the internet, right? So what I'm saying, the point of my message is that for those of you that are hitting people in the DM, it's a very sensitive thing, man, because you have to have your messages on point. You have to have your prospecting messages on point, because if you say one little word off, that person's not going to reply. If you message them too many times, they're going to unfriend you. So you don't want to come off like that salesperson. You don't want to come off as that freaking aggressive, freaking needy type of salesperson. You don't want to give off that impression, because these are people that are supposed to be your social media friends, right? So you want to build that connection. You want to build that social media friendship and give off the perception that you can bring value. And you don't want to ruin that because you tried prospecting a person and you just said something stupid, right? And so I guess what I'm really trying to say is that in the past year and a half, I've been successful. I'm going to keep it super real with you. This month, I started off very slow because the beginning of the month, January 4th, for example, it was my grandma's funeral. So shout out to my Nana, 96 years old, passed away last month, December 20th. And then we had her funeral on the 4th. So I got into the office and I started my year late, right? I got into the office late. I didn't really jump back into business until like the middle of the month of January. And so now we're over here at the, I think, what is it today, the 24th? So I'm just feeling like I'm behind. I'm feeling like freaking that, I just feel that extra pressure. I feel that extra pressure of having to close deals. I feel that extra pressure on having to really deliver. And it's like, dude, like, it's no one's fault but your own, right? So that's the thing about entrepreneurship, is that it's all on you, man, especially if you're just a one-man show in the beginning. Right now, I'm a one-man show. I don't have a ton of help. I don't have any help, you know, because I haven't scaled it to that level just yet. And so you want to just make sure that if you are hitting people in the DM, make sure that they're sincere messages. Make sure that you're giving value first, okay? Make sure you're giving value. Make sure you're sincere. And don't try to explain everything in a message. Always go for the appointment. Always look for the need. If that person replies and they're positive and they're asking questions, obviously there's a need there. And so you want to kind of keep it, you want to keep it that way. And when you do realize that there is a need, when you do realize that they are open to hearing you out, that's when you go in and schedule the appointment. Do not get into crazy dialogue in your direct messages. Introduce yourself, touch on what you can do, touch on value, deliver some value through maybe a quick message. Say, hey, I noticed this was missing from your page, or I noticed, you know, your Facebook marketing isn't really on point, and I'd love to share some strategies with you. I'd love to maybe schedule an appointment and see when we can get on a call and really you know, strategize, and leave it at that. And then when they reply, say, okay, great. And here's what I do all the time. Here's what I do all the time. As I'm prospecting and as I'm sending out my messages, I always make it sound and seem like I already have my whole day-to-day planned. Like, if someone wants to jump on a call with me right now, I say, you know what? I'm super busy. I have back-to-back calls. In fact, I'm about to get on another call right now. But let me know the best time we can schedule tomorrow, and I'll add us to the calendar right now. So I do that a lot. Like, in fact, I do that all the time, is I say, man, I'm busy right now, but let me know what time works tomorrow, and I'll add us to the calendar right now. And send me your email. I never ask for their phone number. I never ask for their phone number in a direct message. I never ask for their phone number on social media, okay? I always ask for their email. Send me your email and the best time we can chat tomorrow. I'll add us to the calendar and email you the link for our call. So I use Zoom, and that's what I email them. So what I've been doing is I've been scheduling that appointment on Google, for example, and then I'll get their email, I'll send it, and I'll add it to the calendar. And in that email, they have the link for the Zoom call. So no phone number was needed. I want to get them on Zoom. I want to do a screen share. I want to analyze and look at their social media. I want to look at what they got going on. I want to look at what they've been doing, and I want to walk through it visually with them. You can't do that on a phone call, okay? So I don't know what you can do on a phone call but sound like a salesperson, because they can't see shit. They just hear you talking shit, right? So you want to visually show them, and I use Zoom, zoom.us for that. But the whole point of this message, man, is the fact that you have to be very, very, very sensitive and very careful on how you're structuring your images. And I guess that's where I'm getting at, is that for the past year and a half, I've been always tweaking my messages. I've always, it's like damn near every week, I'm like, okay, I didn't get that many people to reply off of what I just said in that message. What could I have said better that would have made that person reply? What could I have said better that may have not offended them, or may have not sounded like I was a salesman? Like, right? So those right there, you got to always restructure and re-strategize and retweak your pitch. Whether it's a pitch on the phone, or whether it's a pitch in the email, or whether it's a pitch on freaking social media, you're always re-strategizing, man, and looking for the winning message. Okay, so that's what I've always been doing, man. I just done it right now again, because I'm like, damn, not that many people are replying to my messages. What do I need to say differently? So you don't want to give up on what you're doing, man. You don't want to give up. And that's what's kind of that's what grounds me and keeps me in the game, because I know my market, right? I know my market. I know what they suck in as far as marketing and social media marketing, and I know that exactly what I'm pitching them they need. Like, I know that it can help them, right? So that's what keeps me in the game and not giving up. So I want you guys to understand that you need to understand your market. You need to understand the value that you're bringing to the marketplace. Because if you can understand what exactly you're bringing, you're going to get fired up. You're going to be passionate about your product or your service, and people are going to hear that. And I guarantee, man, I swear, that is the one thing that I hear from my clients all the time, is they're like, damn, David, you're pretty damn passionate. That right there, you guys, when you can stand behind your service, when you can stand behind your product, that's going to come out, man. That energy, that passion, that fire is going to come out. The marketplace is going to feel it, and they're going to be attracted to you, right? So you got to know that, man. And that's why I'm still in the game, because I know these freaking Tom, Dick, and Harrys need what the hell I'm pitching, right? But at the same time, when you're pitching and when you're selling something and when you want to help people, however you want to word it, the market is always defensive, right? Because sales is sales. A salesman is a salesman, right? And it's like, those that have been around forever, we used to always get telemarketers calling us. Remember that? You know, those of you that are from the old school, we would always get people that would call us when we all had home phones. A lot of you guys probably don't even know about a damn home phone. But when we all had a home phone, a telephone plugged into the damn wall in our house, we would get telemarketers calling us every freaking hour, especially in the evening when most of us were having dinner. And so we're always defensive when someone wants to offer us something. And I truly believe people are still like that. So it's only our own ignorance that keeps our guards up when 9 out of 10 times, whatever that person was offering could help you, right? So that's why, man, even though you're going to have a ton of people that freaking say no, even though you're going to have a ton of people that don't even want to reply or take your call, just keep going, man. Keep going. Because if you believe in your product, if you know the market needs your product, then just keep going, man. Keep going. And that's why I for the past few months, I'm like, shit, maybe I should go after a different market. And who knows? Maybe in the future, I will be going after a different market, right? Who knows? But at the same time, I'm like, shit, these dumbasses need what I'm offering. Like, they need it. Like, their social media sucks. They don't know a damn thing about a Facebook ad. Like, they need it. So it's on me. Like, I have to come better with my approach. I have to come better with my messaging. I have to come better with my pitch, right? Because damn, once I get you on the phone, I got a high closing rate, man. I have a high closing rate. You better believe it. But getting you on the phone, that's what takes the work. That's what takes the prospecting. Most aren't willing to send out 300 messages a day. They're just not. And so, as long as you are, man, you're going to win. You're going to win. So, I'm going to end it right here, you guys. Don't give up, man. Have passion in your product and service and go after it. Go after it till these people freaking surrender and they're like, damn, David, okay, shit. Let's talk tomorrow. Okay? So I guarantee you guys, man, once you guys really truly believe in what the hell you're doing, that's when the passion will come out and the market will fill it. All right, you guys, keep it simple, man. Over and out. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. I'm going to keep bringing fire on entrepreneurship and online marketing in 2019. So do not miss a single video. I'll see you guys soon. Over and out. Peace.